Hello, Fordham Ramley. Ed Kull here, Director of Athletics, joined by our head men's basketball coach, Neptune. I want to spend a little bit of time with everybody. Quick little update from Kyle and I. Kyle and I have been aggressively on the Fordham Rams tour, and we've done many stops from the Hamptons to Manhattan boat tours to Philadelphia, coach. We've done Spring Lake, New Jersey. We've done multiple spots in New Jersey. We did Connecticut last week. We did Madison Square Garden last night with the New York Knicks and on the Madison Square Garden floor as we continue to promote and excite all of you Ram fans about the upcoming basketball season and our new head men's basketball coach and the new culture and environment here at Fordham University and Fordham basketball. And we also presented to the Board of Trustees, Kyle. And a lot of things we talked about is our vision and our passion on the future of this program. And a lot of things I talk about, Coach, are how we want men's basketball to be a source of school spirit, school pride, the whole student experience for all of our student body to get excited and motivated by. And we talk a lot about how the university can utilize athletics and Fordham men's basketball to elevate all their priorities, applications, marketing profile, engagement, diversity, New York City, being able to use a strong platform and the front porch, the central piece of a lot of the priorities and strategic planning at Fordham. And Kyle, we talked a lot throughout this process, even through the recruiting of you and the extent of our interview process, of what's special about Fordham. Tell me why Fordham was the right place for you.
Well, now I'm just going back to what you said earlier, and now just thinking about all the things you've done in this short amount of time has been unbelievable. This is one of the reasons that this place was so appealing to me, just because you can do so much here. It's New York City. I mean, obviously I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I get chills every time I come in the city, and I haven't been here for a while. It's just a special place to me. I don't know if you're not from here, I don't know if you can quite put your hand on it if you haven't been here and spent time here. So that's first and foremost. And then the second piece for me is that coming from a different university like Villanova, and then I went to Lehigh. I think those are two very similar universities, and share a lot of the same tradition and the same morals and values. And this being a Jesuit university meant for others, that's how I look at. That's how we run our staff. That's how we want to treat our guys. We want to make sure that we're serving leaders where we can, teach them by doing and being involved with their lives. Because that, doing your research beforehand, just learning a little bit about Fordham and seeing how many places that there were similarities with my background, it was just a perfect match.
Coach, a lot's of course been made, and a lot of our alums and supporters know that it's been a challenging 25 years in the Atlantic 10 for us, 2 winning seasons. Obviously this is, you've heard me say this very many times, I'm sure you're tired of hearing it. It's not a rebuild, it's a brand new construction in terms of opportunity here for Fordham University men's basketball. And during that process of finding you, and we're so grateful that we did, and so excited that we did, I talked a lot about not wanting to convince a coach to come to Fordham, not trying to manipulate or buy or convince or sell a coach on why Fordham's special. And you talked a lot about the reasons what makes Fordham special to you, and you're a New York City guy, the Jesuit values, your tremendous education that you've received, your understanding of who Fordham was always shined through to me throughout this process. And the other aspects though that were really important to me and our search committee in this process was, of course, your pedigree. Obviously, it speaks for itself in terms of your resume. You're known as a tremendous recruiter. Your success at Nova, great recruiting at Niagara, and then obviously a short time at Hofstra. But a lot of things that I loved about it was your energy, your enthusiasm, your ability to communicate. I talk a lot about wanting, what kind of coach will our student athletes play for and want to be around and build a relationship with. And we talked a lot about not only the 4 years here, but the 40 years after. You've talked a lot about that to me in terms of Villanova and your experience there. Talk to me about your culture and environment that you're building here, and how important that communication and how important that relationship with your players is to you.
Well, that's everything. And we really, again, we talked about it earlier. We want to build the whole person, right? And it's not just, all right, let's get these guys on the court and run some plays, know the defense, and go. That's probably the last piece, right? And we really believe that what you do off the court and your maturity off the court and who you are as a person off the court bleeds onto the court. But with the bigger picture of, that's who you are as a person in life. And really, that's the most important thing. And we recruit a lot of different guys here. We tell them all, we really are not going to guarantee you anything on the court, but what we will guarantee you is that you're going to get your education, and that we're going to do whatever we can to make sure that you're ready to be in the real world when you leave here. And that's really our goal. Our goal is to make sure we're raising and helping mature young leaders and men and guys that are ready to go off into the real world in whatever career path they choose and be successful.
Well said, Kyle. And throughout this short period of time that I've been director of athletics, short period of time that you've been our head basketball coach, I've talked a lot about the partnership, right? And even when we recruiting you to come here, having a partner, you and I doing this together, athletics doing it together, all of our staff and colleagues doing this together to build it together, and being unified that way. And you've continued, you've done nothing but expand on that in terms of your personality, your style, your attitude, your approach. The next 6-12 months for us are going to be pretty busy as an athletics department. We're going to be doing a whole evaluation of athletics, a whole strategic plan, sports we participate in, dollars we're spending, scholarships we're awarding, facilities, we do a master facilities plan, and then, as you know, we're going to be part of the next University Capital Campaign for Athletics, which is huge for us in terms of renovations, expansions for our facilities, but also for our programs, which is such a tremendous opportunity, and really the first time for Fordham in all three of those pieces of having a strategic plan, having a facilities plan that'll support the strategic plan, and having the capital campaign that'll support all three. And that's exciting for me in terms of leading that challenge and that charge, and excited of men's basketball really being at the forefront of that conversation. We've been lucky, so we've had some good donors. Darlene Jordan, Don Almeida, Jim Buckman have been true pioneers in our New Era Basketball Fund. You've been all over that fundraising trail, fundraising tour with me. Talk about why donors should get involved and support athletics in Fordham here, but support what you're building, what you're constructing.
Well, first things first, how we look at it is, we want to try to build something very special, and it's the university. It's not just men's basketball, right? So from our managers down through all of our assistant coaches and our players, we want to make sure we're doing things the right way. So a Fordham alum or someone who's just on the Fordham campus sees our guys and they're like, wow. If they interact with them, they're like, wow, look at that guy. He's looking at you out and shaking your hand. He's a good person. He's treating you the right way. The teachers in class are like, oh wow, he sits in the front of class. He's attempting to get good grades. He cares about our class. Or you go play a team. Obviously you want to kick their butt on the court, but these guys are not. These guys aren't clowns. They're competing to win. There's no extra stuff in that, and we want that to resonate first through our program, then through the campus, then through our campus community, outer campus community, on through our alums. And we feel like if we can do that, people will look at Fordham basketball and be like, that's something I want to invest in. And we do need investment, right? It's we're going against a really, really good league, and we got multiple teams in this league who are probably at this point outspending us 2, 3, sometimes 4x, right? So that's a challenge that we're gonna fight right now as hard as we can. But that is a challenge that over time, that's why those teams win more, right? So over time, we hope to be able to compete off the court in that area as well. But our overall goal right now is to build something from the ground up where people are something that people are proud of and want to invest in because they think it's special.
I love it. I've heard you use this term, and so is Henry Lowe on your staff, calling us a little bit of a distressed asset in terms of opportunity, and you use the word investor. I love that because we need investors, we need shareholders, we need shared ownership in this process of building this program the right way to win and succeed in the A10, the way Kyle described it and what his vision is for this program. We're totally bullish on the stock. We're excited about the future. You can see why here under the leadership of Kyle Neptune. Get involved. That's not just a solicitation, that's an invitation. Help us get involved. We were lucky alums hosted us last night at the Garden, Mike Breen, Bill Smith, helping us. There's ways of getting involved and helping us, buying season tickets. Everybody needs to have season tickets. That's not non-negotiable. And get involved and help us build this program because we got a really bright future. We're excited by it. Kyle, last word is yours, and we'll wrap up here.
Come support us this year. Go Rams.
Go Rams. Thank you.